Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I thought we would look at some storage ideas and solutions using some packaging of stuff that I've got from Christmas time. So you may well have the same sort of stuff. So we'll be looking at some old packaging and we're going to be upcycling some different bits and pieces, all from Christmas, or maybe things that you've already got lying around the house as well, to create some further uses for them and also some storage ideas, because a lot of us are having a bit of a sort out at the moment. We've got some time at home, so it's a good time to get organised, and so hopefully some of these ideas will be useful to you. So before we jump into it, if you're new here, do click subscribe. I post new videos every single week, and if you like these upcycle ideas and these storage solutions, then do give this video a little thumbs up. So the first thing that you may have lying around after Christmas time is one of these boxes that are actually used to contain Christmas lights. But I find that when you put the Christmas lights back into these, it's a real squeeze to get them back in with the plug. They never quite go in correctly, and you can't find a way to wrap them up so they're going to be easy to untangle for next time. So what I do is wrap my Christmas lights around an old shoebox lid, and then we have the container left over to use for something else. Now these are great because they're clear plastic, so there's all sorts of different things that you could put into these, but I thought this size and this dimension would be a great thing to use for storing old photographs. And if you are printing out any photographs, you could put them into here and even slot in some pieces of cardboard to categorize them as well. It's also a really good size for organizing your cards, so any greetings cards, anything like that, you could pop into here, maybe pop the label maker on there and get it labeled up, but the fact that it's clear, you can see what's inside there as well. Also for craft supplies as well, you could use it for all sorts of different things that you want to organise. So yeah, if you do have one of these lying around and your Christmas lights are currently in it, you could take them out, wrap them around a shoebox lid or something similar and utilise it for something else. So the next thing that you may have after Christmas time is a hamper. And these have got so many uses for storage, but what I love about hampers when it comes to storing things is the fact they look quite nice anyway. So they're not things that we need to hide away. These are things that can be stacked up around the home. They look quite nice in a stack, so if you've got some of different sizes, you can stack them up. I love to store things like linens, blankets, those sort of things in these, and also shoes as well, because these are quite robust, and also any dirt will just fall through the cracks in there, or you can easily give them a rinse. You can get the hose pipe on them if you have got muddy boots in there as well, and they're really easy to clean as well. So lots of things that you can tuck away into these, so definitely hang on to them if you've got any at Christmas. And you can also pick those up in the charity shops quite easily once those are back open as well. So the next thing that you may have from Christmas time is a box that contained a nice little bottle of something. So I've got this box here, and the great thing about these boxes is they're usually nice and robust, and often they'll be a really good size that you can pop into your drawers, and they'll be perfect for organising different underwear and that sort of thing. So into here we can fold t-shirts or boxer shorts or socks and that sort of thing, and they create instant drawer dividers. You can also put them into your drawers kind of one either end, or just divide up your drawers actually using them. So you could have one here, and then use the gap in between to lay some other objects into as well. They're also a really good size, depending on what size box you get. Often they will be the right size to stack in some DVDs or some CDs. So those are things that we may not use so much anymore, but we may still have some lying around the home. So you can stack them up into here, get them nicely organised, and then the box can just slide away onto a shelf. And often they'll look quite nice already as well, so you may not need to do anything with them, but it's very easy to paint these or to add some different paper to the front to make that look a little bit nicer too. So next up, you may have some candle containers from Christmas time if you've been burning any candles, and these have got loads of different uses as well. So once you've finished burning them, if you pop them into the freezer, it'll make the wax really easy to pop out. Once that wax is frozen, you can just pop a blunt knife in there and angle it in, pop the wax out, and then you'll be left with a nice clean container. And these have got all sorts of different uses. You can use them to store brushes, pens, pencils, that sort of thing in them, and often they'll be quite nice and decorative already, so you don't necessarily have to do anything with them. But you could glue on some string, wrap that around, you could paint them, you could do all kinds of different things to change the look up of them a little bit. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do with these is actually use them as plant pots. Even without painting this, you can pop a plant in there. Obviously it won't have any drainage, so you want your plant to be in its plant pot inside, but that will be a nice way to contain any water. You can always pop a little bit of moss around the top as well. And with the lid that you can find on lots of different candles, you can use these to make some picture frames that look really nice on the fridge. So what you do is just take off any seal that's on there, and then you can literally pop in a photograph or a picture into that and then stick a magnet on the back, and then that will go onto your fridge and it will make really nice little picture frames with a nice circular shape to them. If you have any chutney jars or jams or preserves or that sort of thing over Christmas time and you finish those, you can wash out the jar and then take a matchbox and add on the striking part of the matchbox, and then you can fill it with matches and you can make your own decorative match holder. Smaller chocolate boxes and biscuit boxes are often quite nice to store smaller things in drawers with, things like jewellery, or maybe if you've got a bit of a junk drawer going on in your kitchen, these can be really useful to divide that up. So you can just lay them in your drawers like this and they'll create mini trays in which you can store all kinds of different things. So if you've got a bit of a junk drawer going on in your kitchen, you could lay things like batteries, bulldog clips, elastic bands, all that kind of stuff into these and get those nicely organised. You can also cut them down and then pop one inside the other if you want to create some dividers within the boxes themselves as well for a little bit of extra organisation. If you're looking to label up some of your crates or containers or anything around the home, then Christmas cards can be a really good option for that. If you cut off the front part that hasn't been written on, then you can just chop those down and create some really nice firm labels that you can pop inside clear boxes, so you can easily see what's inside the boxes, and you can also easily switch them up as well. The packaging inside fragrances often has really nice cardboard in there. If you like your cardboard, you can get excited about the cardboard that's inside fragrance boxes, because you'll get some really nice thick card like this here, nice thick black card that you can chop this down, and again you can use this to create labels with. You can write onto this with a chalk pen or maybe a gold or silver pen, write in what is in your container, and then you can use some double-sided tape to stick these on the front, and they'll just be slightly mounted, slightly 3D, look really classy, and it's a really nice way to recycle your packaging. You could also cut sections of this to create some dividers if you are looking to divide up things like photographs or greetings cards too. You might find yourself with lots of ribbon after Christmas. I always save this, and generally I'll just put it in with my gift wrap to reuse for gift wrapping and that sort of thing. But another thing that you can do with ribbon is just use it to tie together jumpers or blankets or things like that that you're putting into storage, or you can use them to tie up bundles of towels and keep them in place as well. It's just a nice, soft and gentle way to keep fabrics together, and if you've got delicate items, it's not going to do them any harm. A lot of clothing items that we buy online now will often come with plastic hangers with clips on them, such as this one here, and these can be really useful for organising your cables and hanging things up. If you've got a garden shed, a garage, a utility room, even under your sink, then you can use these to hang different items, cleaning products. You can hang up dishcloths that need to dry, all sorts of different things that you can use these for. You can also use these out in the garden. If you clip them onto a branch or onto a small tree or a bit of a fence post, that sort of thing, you'll instantly have a hook, which can be really handy for hanging up things like lanterns or bird feed. And finally, big shallow boxes such as this one. You may have a beauty advent calendar, you may have a gift that's come in a big flat box like this. These can be really great for storage because of their dimensions, and I actually use this one under the sofa because it slips under the sofa really easily because of its size, and it's a great place to tuck away the remote controls to get them out of sight. But there's all sorts of different things you could also store under your sofa. If you're a little bit of a cushion cover hoarder like myself, you could store your cushion covers in one of these as well. You'd probably want to put the lid on, but you could tuck them all away in one of these and they'd be really nicely stored in there, and they'd keep their shape really nicely in there. They're also good for storing clothing as well. You can stack these up in your wardrobe and label items, especially more delicate pieces that you're not wearing so often. So definitely have a look at some uses for these before you do throw them into the recycling. But that is everything for my storage tips with recycled items from Christmas time. Let me know what you think of them. Let me know if you've got any ideas of things that we can use around the home to create some storage solutions as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts too. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do give it a little thumbs up. If you're organising your home at the moment, then happy organising. I hope it's going really well. And let me know if you'd like any similar videos to this one in the comments down below. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back soon with another video for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.